my salutation to all living human beings, and I say to you all, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'll return that salam again and say to all living human beings on planet Earth, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear living human beings, today we are going to look at our religion, what we call religion and beliefs and sects. Religion, beliefs and sects. First of all, I will say to you, all living human beings on planet Earth, that you are all living Muslims on planet Earth. On so many occasions, I've explained to human beings that you are all living Muslims living on planet Earth. Whether you like to hear that or no, or if you don't want to hear that, whether you like to hear that you're Muslim, whether you don't like to hear that, it's up to you. But me as a witness, and a witness and a reminder to all living men and women that whatever is on this planet, whether humans, whether animals, or anything that you as living human beings lay eyes on, either when you turn and look to the east, or the west, the south, the north, southwest, northwest, or southeast, or south, whichever direction you look into when you are standing, wherever you are, all those living creations, their religion is Islam. And Islam is the only religion on this planet that if you say in your mind that this man must be kind of not serious, because you say you have your belief that you're a Christian, that is a wrong kind of belief. Because when you think that you're a Christian, and Allah, He who created you, says you are Muslim. Whatever that Allah created on this planet, its religion is Islam. Whatever that you look at when you look either in the sky or on the planet Earth, the religion of all those living creations is Islam. As I said, you may want to hear that or not. But if you feel that it's offending you, be sure that you too, if you feel offended, you are offending the very red and white blood cells that builds every muscle, or either on your face, every muscle tissue on your body, because the region of those red and blood cells is Islam. You may want to hear that or not, but if you feel that you are offended because I told you that we're Muslim, then your own body, the inner parts of your body, the red and white blood cells, if they sense that you are offended to hear that you're Muslim, then you too, your own body is offended to hear that you're a Christian or you have any other belief. My people, I remind you that you are all living Muslims on this planet. Through the ages, as men and women developed and conjectured ways that suits their desires, one of the way they desired, they came across was a way which is commonly practiced all over the world. The way of spilling blood, men kind of throwing away the fear of spilling blood of one another, and the belief which kind of promotes and promotes that bloodshed of men, bloodshed of one another. Its whatever its identity is very, very well printed or displayed in many, many languages and many, whatever, because it's what you call Christianity. I don't intend to offend you, but I said to you, you are a Muslim. Whether you like to hear that or you don't want to hear that, but if you feel that you are offended because I tell you that you're Muslim, I'll tell you that your own body will bear witness that indeed you are a person in confrontation with the religion that constructs every muscle tissue on your body, you as a living human being. But me, I was sent to assure and confirm to every living human being on this planet that you are all living Muslims. I was sent on this planet to remind men and women that you are all living Muslims on this planet. Either the food you eat, its religion is Islam. The sun in the sky, its religion is Islam. The water that you drink, its religion is Islam. So, if the water that you human beings drink was different from the religion of Islam, and it was different from whatever, my people, you would find life very, very difficult, or you would find it very, very difficult to survive on this planet. Where are we trying to get from here? I'm trying to show you that being Muslims on planet Earth, there are divine holy laws, divine holy directives, and divine holy prescriptions which were laid down by your Creator, the Creator of all living creations, the Creator of human beings. And His name is Allah. To make His name worthy and very, very powerful and important, after He created every human being, or when He created every human being, it's the name Allah that Allah used to construct what you human beings call your brains. What gives you a percentage of mental development, and that mental development allows you either to say, I own that cow, I own that cow, because the percentage of mental development which is awarded to human beings allows a human being to say, I own that cow. But a cow is an independent creation which does not have to wake up and say, give me breakfast because you say you own me. When it wakes up, it will just wait until you open the whatever. If you don't open the gates for it to go to graze, it will find its way out of the whatever that is being kept overnight. But that tells you that it's an independent creation and its religion is Islam. So with that, Allah gave human beings a percentage of mental development with awards. The awards which I've just shown you, that you say you own a cow, you own a chicken, you own this and that. Indeed, all those creations are Muslims, but they're independent. A chicken does not wait to ask you, I'm going going to a guy, open the door. In fact, it can tell you that it's time for me to go, to get out of this, whatever, and go and look for my rizik, to look for my whatever that Allah prepared for me today. It doesn't have to ask you, oh, give me a cup of tea and what have you. No. That tells you it's an independent living being, an independent Muslim living being. With that, it only believes in Allah. It only follows the holy divine prescription of Allah, as well as the holy divine directives of Allah, as well as the holy divine laws of Allah, for it to survive on this planet. A chicken says it follows the divine holy prescription by giving its share to human beings. It goes, it eats, and it produces an egg. You, as a human being, you can feed the egg of a chicken to your children, or to yourself. And the chicken asks, what does mankind give us in return? What does human beings give us in return? What is the contribution of human beings in return? By the way, does human beings know their true religion? Do they know the true religion of all living things? The chicken asks. Because men on planet Earth, or anywhere in the universe, is only on planet Earth, you find men saying, I am a Pentecost Christian, I'm a Shia Muslim, I'm a Ahmadiyya Muslim, and so many sects, either of Pentecost or Catholic, whatever. So many sects. Each sect, it has its own threads of dirty theologies that it puts in the minds of men to mislead them from the true religion from which they were created, which has brought so many diseases in human bodies, which has brought so many conflicts between men and men. A Chinese man cannot walk freely in America. An African man cannot walk freely either in Africa, even in Africa itself. So, with that, these sects and beliefs which were conjectured by men are very, very dangerous to you, all living human beings. But if you knew, with them. Today, I wanted to focus on Islam mainly, because in Islam, as I told you, that you are all living Muslims, and the only guidance that Allah gave to human beings was a guidance which was given to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a very, very pure holy man, similar or one of the greatest son of Adam, one of the most greatest son of Adam, because Adam alayhi salatu wasalam is a Muslim. The father of all living human beings is a very holy man. He's the father of the Chinese. He's the father of the Europeans. He's the father of the Red Indians. He's the father of the Asia, Indians of India. He's the father of every race, or every whatever that you human beings identify yourself with. With it, that makes him one of the most pure holy man that Allah created with his own hands. With that, he sent a prophet from the rib of Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, and that prophet was Muhammad, to confirm to human beings that the only guidance, true authentic guidance, that can guide mankind to live on this planet in peace and harmony was through the Holy Quran and through the most holy, beautiful religion, the religion of the most holy glorified Almighty Allah, the religion of Islam. With that, Allah laid down holy divine prescriptions, holy divine laws, and holy divine directives. My people, it is within your conjectured beliefs that many of you today have seen atrocities whereby a man in America comes out of nowhere in a school where children go to gather knowledge, and a man or a fellow student spreads bullets in classrooms, including killing defenseless men who left their homes to go and give an education to young men. Teachers gunned down in cold blood. And these are kind of comes as a result of beliefs which believe that a man should carry a gun. A man has a right to a gun. A man, or a human being, has a right to the gun. My people, if you knew the relationship between human beings and weapons, because if I would expect the American senators and lawmakers to recognize that weapons in the hands of men is one of the deadliest things that has ever been freely kind of granted or whatever, because in modern societies, men have cars, women have cars. Haven't you come across a car which has rammed into human beings, pedestrians? If a man can use a vehicle as a weapon on the road, ramming into pedestrians, my people, what about if such an individual comes across an assault rifle, an automatic assault rifle, manufactured to do maximum damage or maximum destruction? And that maximum destruction is upon to either kill human beings. Why? So my people, as I said, we are going to look at beliefs, a religion and a belief, and sects. Mainly, as I said, I wanted to focus on Islam, but I'm being kind of pulled from every angle because these beliefs are in our society and on this planet. And what we live in today, you can live 3 doors to a man who says a Shia Muslim, the other one is a Sunni, the other one is a Ahmadiyya, and all those people, they have their way to say it. But Allah has said there is one book, authentic, holy book, that guides men to a true way of how to live on this planet. Either to live in harmony within your societies as well as with the environment. With that, I did want to ask a question to men, because as I said, I wanted mainly this subject, this topic to kind of concentrate on sects, the Ahmadiyya and the Shia, and so there's some sects within Islamic whatever, people who say they're Muslims, and they derive whatever they preach from the Holy Quran. That's why I wanted to concentrate and guide these so-called sects and their leaders, the leaders of these sects, that my people, you the sects that say the Shia and the Ahmadiyya, be very, very careful what kind of information you disseminate either in your communities or into society. Not very long ago, the Shia of Iran were fighting the Shia of Iraq. Does that evidence, is it on record? Is it there in the records of human beings? If it's there, I won't go very far, I won't go very deep into what it means to conjecture a sect, or to bring a sect onto the floor of an Islamic living community of planet Earth. Because as I said, I wanted to concentrate on Islam, Muslims. I know, as I said, all men and women on this planet are Muslims, are living Muslims, whether they want to believe it, whether you as an individual want to believe it or not. That is the way it is. We've looked at the European whatever, they say they are Christians. And they have many unions which unite them as Europeans and Christians. The reason why I wanted to concentrate on Islam is that, my people, when you were to look, if you were to look at the European view of whatever, of belief, of a conjectured belief, and what damage it has done to this planet, you'll be kind of put in a position to wonder what is next. Because in Europe, men, or in America, as I said, a man can carry a gun freely from one end of the street to the other. A child can too. A child can have a gun too. And I've heard of stories, I think, if I'm not mistaken, of a child killing parents because their guns are freely available in their houses. So with that, why do Muslims have to say we are Shia, we are Ahmadiyya, we are, I don't know, there's so many sects, but the most kind of, when I've visited some West African countries where these two sects were drumming a lot of drums, which put me in a position to ask my African Muslim community, that my African Muslim community, are you aware that if you say you are now following a Shia sect, did you know that Iran is a Shia, is Muslim, is that they identify themselves as Shia Muslims? Did you know that Iraq identifies themselves as Shia Muslims? Have you heard of the war that was fought between these two nations? With that, I want to warn my Western African communities that putting sects on the floor of already a very weak and demoralized communities of my fellow Africans is very dangerous. To introduce sects is of any belief, either Pentecost, whatever, Christian Pentecost and what have you. These are sects which bring a lot of misguidance to human beings. If you look at how, because we look at Christianity started in Europe. They have the Roman Catholic, they have the Protestant Catholic, they have so many things. And those are, if you are to go to countries which have these, who identify themselves whatever as Christianity, what you will find there is a lot of this and that, all Christians. And within those societies, the diseases have made kind of, because Allah says, if you reject my guidance that guides human beings to my way, my divine holy directives and prescription and laws, then you become slaves to disease. You become slaves to disease and deadly diseases. If you are to go to countries which identify themselves as those who follow the Roman Catholic, the Pentecost and what have you. The cases of AIDS are very, very, very high. Because in those countries, you can drink and have sex anytime you want. So, as the reason why I'm sending this message today, Muslim communities of West Africa, as well as communities of living human beings in West Africa, is to remind you that, did you know that your ancestors were very, very pure Muslims? Your ancestors of the countries like, in countries, because there's a country like Ghana, there's one man who they speak of, even the whatever is spoken of in European history, that a man who traveled from Africa to Saudi Arabia, Mansa Musa, he was a Muslim. Mansa Musa, he was a Muslim from Ghana. But if you had to go to Ghana today, the percentage of Muslims is very, very low. And with that, this is where men are drumming, we are Shia, we are Ahmadiyya. My people, me, I try to remind you that every living human being is a Muslim. I'll give this one piece of evidence to you, whoever comes across this message, that Allah, the most holy, glorified Almighty Allah, gives one message and one word to every newborn child when those children come out of their mother's womb. Because the day you were born as a newborn baby, because you've been in the womb of your mother, you don't know who your mother is. You have to identify your mother by a certain code, by a holy code. And that code is given to you by Allah. That is, every living human being uses that code to identify themselves to their mother, to seek security when they arrive on this planet. And that code is the most holy, beautiful name, Allah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu Allah ilaha illallah. My people, when we are born as a new baby born child, after 3 seconds, when we've come out of our mother's womb, we bear this witness through the sounds that are made by a new baby born child. Those sounds they testify that they testify the most holy, beautiful name, Allah. Though, because the child has never, the new baby born child has never used her tongue or her mouth to say any word, Allah commands them that you use your whatever in any way you can. But whatever that comes out of your mouth will bear my name, will bear my holy, beautiful name. And your mother will be able to recognize you. And that name is when the baby says, Allah, 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 Allah. It sounds as if the baby is crying. And in modern times, men and women say, the baby is crying. My people, even you as a 50-year-old man or a 30-year-old boy or whatever, the day you arrived, you came out of your mother's womb, the only way she could recognize you, there are special chords within the sounds that comes out of a newborn baby child. And those special chords are recognized only by the mother. So that's why Allah commands the baby that you do whatever you can. What the sound that will come out of your mouth as a new little baby born child, they will bear witness that it's Allah who created you. and you seek security. You are seeking security. And that is when the baby says, Allah, 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 Allah. In modern times, men, they see the baby is crying. The new baby born child is crying. My people, I'm just a reminder that men and women do not end up being pulled and fooled into entering into sects that we are Shia Muslim, we are Ahmadiyya Muslim, we are Pentecost Christians, we are Roman Catholic. These are all conjectured ways to mislead you, my people. Because if He who created you says that when you come out of your mother's womb, because your mother carried you for 9 months, she did not know, she doesn't know what you are, she doesn't know you. But within the sounds that comes out of you, there's a special place in the brain of a woman, every woman. That special place was created by Allah, who created the brain of a human being. And that special place in the center of the brain of a woman recognizes all the special chords, sonic codes, special sonic chords, that the sounds that comes out of the new baby born child. If the woman gives birth and she, for instance, because in some circumstances, women, when they push and push and push, they become unconscious. When they become unconscious, Allah commands the baby that as soon as you are out of your mother's womb, after 3 seconds or 4, just make sounds any way you can, but those sounds will bear witness of my holy name, my most holy, beautiful name. And that name is Allah. That's when the baby says, Allah, 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 Allah. If a mother is unconscious because of pushing so much, then she'll be kind of in one way or the other, comes out of the unconsciousness because of the sonic echo within the sounds that comes out of the baby's mouth. Yet, in every new baby child or born baby child, or every human being, Allah recorded a special proof and signature of your true religion as living human beings. And that signature is at the back here, at the back of your throat. If you have to open your mouth and use a mirror and look within your own mouth, there is something which looks like a pointing finger. I don't know whether any one of you have ever come across a Muslim when they're praying. They always point this finger and say, Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. That is the signature. It has bear witness within me to tell human beings that at its own it can bear witness that you are a Muslim. Me too, I'm a Muslim, a pure Muslim, by the power of the most holy glorified Almighty Allah. And the Majesty commands that me too, when I'm telling these things, this evidence, that signature of Allah is always owned by Allah. He has made me kind of cough. Human beings, you call it cough. But it was the signature, the holy signature of Allah, bearing witness that indeed there is only one creator, the most holy glorified Almighty Allah, and His most holy beautiful religion is Islam. The same way you are forced, whether you like it or not, to say Allah, Allah, Allah as a new baby born child. The same way I've been forced to cough. Now people, you are all living Muslim. The reason why I had to bear that witness or bring this evidence to you is that, my people, if you as living human beings enter a confrontation with the religion from which you were created, and that religion is Islam, the religion of the water, the religion of the sun, the religion of everything that is on this planet, then you are indeed a people who are wronging yourselves. If you are to come out of and ask, if for instance, me, I've bore witness by coffee. There are birds like one of you, I don't know, you've come across a video of a bird, a peacock, a bird called a peacock, when it is bearing witness of Allah's most holy, beautiful name. The same way coughed, the same way the bird says, Allah, 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 Allah. It's a bird. I did want to ask that question to show that video to you, the Shia and the Ahmadiyya, because I was saying, as I said to you, I wanted this, whatever topic of whatever discussion, to concentrate between the people who say we are Shia and Ahmadiyya. So the bird says, Allah, Allah, Allah. And the question is, does it say as a Shia, that bird which says Allah, a peacock, or does it say Allah, Allah as a Ahmadiyya? And on the other hand, who are the prophets who are given the book of the Ahmadiyya or the Shia? When you call Azan, you so-called people the Shia, do you call a different Azan from what you hear in the background? Or do you call the Azan which was given to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Then if you call the Azan when you're calling your people to pray, then do not mislead men saying that we are Ahmadiyya, we are Shia. My people, you are all living Muslims on this planet. Do not tear yourselves into whatever groups and gangs, because these gangs in one way or the other, at one point they will come and tear whatever the gang of so-called will come and fight the other gang. Do not engage yourselves into these gangs. You are all living Muslims on this planet. Go back and look at the bird, the peacock, which says, Allah, Allah, Allah. Ask the same question. Does it say it as a Shia or is a Ahmadiyya? If it says it as a Muslim, then you are all living Muslims who do not need to be told that we are Ahmadiyya, we are Shia, we are descendant. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.